everyone, this is Marlon95, and it's time for Transformers 4 discussion number 4, and this is a pretty big news update here. We had a leaked call sheet from one of the sets in Chicago. Someone put it online, and ended up, I'm guessing, in trouble for it. It's funny because I posted the call sheet on my blog, and I got an official email from Paramount Pictures saying to take it down, that I didn't have the right to put it up. So I actually had to take that down from my blog. So this is pretty big news here. It's definitely legit. On the call sheet there was some human names. Some major highlights were Mark Wahlberg's character, his name is Cade. Nicola Peltz's character is indeed Tessa, and Shane is Jack Rayner. There's a couple of other ones. I'll put the sheet up here on the video. And so there is also some even bigger news than that, and that is the Dinobots. The Dinobots are going to be in Transformers 4, and it's big news. There was on the call sheet, there was a list of Dinobot stunts, and just a bunch of mentions of Dinobots pretty much everywhere. So yeah, this is huge. The Dinobots are in this movie. There are some rumors going around on what they're going to look like, and right here is some of the rumored looks for it. I'm not sure about it. The animation looks pretty good, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm liking the look or not, but yeah. Okay. Seriously though, the Dinobots, I do have an inside source that's telling me a couple of things that are happening on set. I don't want to give out a name just for, reasons of them possibly getting in trouble. But he did give me a description of what Swoop and Grimlock look like. Apparently there is a production poster that has not been released to the public yet that he has been able to see, and Swoop is apparently mainly silver with some yellow highlights, and he has clawed feet in robot mode, and Grimlock is supposed to be this absolutely massive guy, and he's supposed to talk in both Dinobot mode and robot mode. So there is a robot mode and Dinobot mode, so they are gonna be Dinobots, and it's interesting to know that he's gonna talk in Dino mode as well. That's kind of interesting. So that's I'm curious to see how that looks. So I can't wait to see that poster as well. That's gonna be so awesome. So all I know for now is Swoop and Grimlock are both going to be in this movie. As far as other Dinobots, I cannot confirm or deny that. My guess is there would be 3, but I'm not certain. Also, there's been some propaganda posters. There is a photo taken by Sam. He was actually one of my subscribers as well, of these posters all across this wall in Chicago. And you have ones that say hope, ones that say hate, remember Chicago. There's also some posters of some new head designs that we've never seen before. One of them kind of looks like a protoform, and another one looks like something completely different, so that's kind of interesting to see. So notably, some of those posters were supposed to be used for Transformers 3. They were seen during filming, but they never made the final cut. There was also like graffiti that said Autobots go home and stuff like that, so it looks like they're taking that story element and putting it into Transformers 4, so that's kind of cool to see. Also, there was a photo released on michaelbay.com of Jack Rayner, Mark Wahlberg, Michael Bay, and some of the crew members standing next to this prop. And this prop is kind of like a pyramid looking thing, and it looks Cybertronian. It is definitely a Cybertronian artifact. What it is, I have no idea whatsoever. I mean, if you guys have some ideas of what it could be, put them in the comment section below, because I have absolutely no idea what what this prop is going to be. I mean, I'm completely stumped. The sword that Mark Wahlberg had, can't talk. I would guess that'd be the Star Saber. It could also be a couple things, but this pyramid, I have absolutely no idea. Some are suggesting maybe some type of time travel device, some lock to maybe the sword that opens. I don't know. But for me personally, I have no idea what it could be. Also, some minor news gotten from the call sheet are some other actors that are going to be involved in this movie. It showed most of the names of some of the characters, and there's also 3 more reveals of actors involved. And one of them is James Bachman. Don't really know who he is. I looked him up. He's supposed to be a comedian. He's been in a couple of TV shows, very minor roles. Um, and he's going to be playing a character named Will. So, interesting to see what that could turn out to be. Um, and then there's Melanie Spect, who is going to be an assistant to Stanley Tucci's character, whose name is Joshua. And so he is so it's probably a very, very minor role. And also Abigail Klein, who's going to be an assistant to his character as well. So he's going to have a few assistants. And Abigail Klein actually used to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader and transitioned into acting or vice versa. I don't know. And has been in a couple of TV shows for like one episode, and is also in one movie. And I think it was That's My Boy or something like that. So probably very minor roles, kind of like Meering's assistant in Transformers 3. That's kind of along the lines of what I'm thinking. Last thing I want to talk about is Transformers 4, the video game, and this one was asked by SnowClan2 for me to talk about in this discussion. And so Transformers 4, the game, is it going to happen? I hope so. I really don't remember if we got video game news this early along last time, or the time before that, or the time before that. I just can't remember. But will it happen? I would think so, and I would hope so, because they do make money, and it's a big budget movie. Have a movie game based off of it. My one request is it would be not a prequel game, and actually follow the main events at least of the story in the movie. I would rather play and relive those events than actually do a prequel to the upcoming movie. Because with the prequel, you don't get to relive the stuff. Like you go see the movie and you're like, well, I want to play a video game and actually be those characters. And especially in Dark of the Moon, when you didn't get to play as all the characters. You didn't get to play as Sentinel Prime, you didn't get to play as, Q, you didn't get to play as the Wreckers. Those are characters I wanted to play as. And, with a movie game that's based off of the story of the movie, that you get a more likely chance of, people enjoying it more. A prequel, not so much. So, I do think that there will be a game, hopefully. But if they do end up making it, I hope that it is not a prequel. And also, I do wish that High Moon Studios will not be involved with this one. They didn't seem to take the last movie game that seriously, so I hope another company that's probably going to be under Activision takes over, because Activision has put out all of the Transformers games so far. And the last maker of before High Moon Studios for Revenge of the Fallen was Luxoflux, but they are now out of business, so it'd be interesting to see a new company take over. I really didn't like the Cybertron feel of the Dark of the Moon game. So that will just about do it. Just a big update here, probably the biggest one that I've had so far. The Dinobots are going to be in Transformers 4, and have some kind of a vague description of what Grimlock and Swoop are going to look like. So that's pretty big. That will just about do it for this Transformers 4 discussion number 4. In the comments section below, if you want me to discuss anything for the next discussion, make sure to put that in the comments. Or if you want to comment on anything I said in this update, go ahead and put that down there as well. And also make sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. like this video on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and that is it. I am Marlon95. See ya.
Ratchet is the only other Autobot besides Bumblebee and Optimus Prime that has been through all 3 movies so far. The rest of them have died or showed up later. So he seems like a prime candidate to show up for the 4th movie, but we really haven't seen anything or heard anything that would hint that Ratchet is returning.
My friend made me do that pony thing, just in case you were wondering or worried about me. I told him I would do that for him, so just letting you guys know. So yeah, see you next time.